everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be going over if farming is actually still worth it. You may have heard some of the updates to the Dwarven mines may have ruined farming, but is that actually true? Well, we'll be talking about this topic today, and if you should still farm for money, for XP, or for either. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So, what were the changes? Well, when the Dwarven Mines update came out, as you can see in your skills, they added a new thing called Fortune. There's Mining Fortune, we go here, Mining Fortune, Farming Fortune, and Forging Fortune. You can upgrade these fortunes in multiple ways. We're going to be focusing on Farming Fortune today, obviously, because we're farming. So, first, let's go to the skill. You can upgrade Farming Fortune one way by, well, upgrading your farming level. Each level gives you about, I believe, four farming fortune, and that goes on forever. So, say you get to level 60, you'll have like 200, I don't know, 40 farming fortune just from the levels, which is pretty good. Right now I'm at level 29, which grants me 116 farming fortune. Almost at a level 30, which grants me 120 farming fortune. So you can see it's a pretty good thing to grind if you want to get more crops. Second way you can increase, pets. I've gone full out and actually gotten the elephant pet for this video. It can increase your farming fortune by up to 50 at a level 100. So basically just half the level. So since I have 68 minus 34, because 68 divided by 2 is 34. This is a really good way to easily increase your farming fortune when you're just starting out, but you have a lot of money. So I do recommend getting an elephant pet if you're really thinking about grinding farming. Another way to increase the farming fortune is with different types of hoes. See, if I go into this hoe, or my farming tools back here, if I go to my nether wart hoe, you can see there are multiple things that increase my farming fortune. One is farming fortune, or harvesting 5, which grants 62.5 farming fortune, which is really good. It's really cheap, easy, definitely get it. Let's check another hoe out here. If I grab my sugarcane hoe, you can see I have Turbo Cane 3. Grants plus 15 farming fortune when breaking sugarcane. Definitely recommend this for something like sugarcane or carrots, since they're really good for money. But don't put this on every single hoe unless you're a farming sweat like Sweet Boy T. Some of y'all might have seen his videos. He's a farming sweat. But I wouldn't recommend getting like a cocoa chopper with cocoa thing 5, because that's going to cost way too much money for really not that much use. And the third thing here that you can see that will increase my farming fortune is the logarithmic counter. These are the special hoes that you can get, which can increase your farming fortune, and you can upgrade them to get even more. Right now I get 48 because for mine, since it's 16% or 16 farming fortune for digits on the counter minus 4, and since I have 8, no, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Had to count that there. I have 7 on the counter. I get 48 farming fortune. It's also a great thing for hoes like sugarcane, but I wouldn't recommend it again for something like a cocoa chopper if you like upgrading it all the way to just get more farming fortune, unless you're gonna really farm cocoa beans. So those are all the ways to increase farming fortune. Right now, say if I'm holding a nether wart hoe, and I go to farm some nether wart, right here, I'm just farming. Let's see if I can do that. So my farming fortune's 181. Okay, I think it's 181 plus 48. So that's like, doing quick maths here, big brain. That's like 229 farming fortune that I have when farming netherwart. But, or like, that's again 229 farming sugarcane. But if I don't have the hoe for something, it's only 181. Oh, got my AOTD. That's kind of cool. Little insert to the video. So that's kind of funny. Anyways, back to the video. How much money can you make from farming? Well, quite a lot, but not as much as before. Let me explain. When the update came out that added the fortune, it nerfed farming very heavily. Since then, they've sort of updated it to where you get a bit more farming fortune, but it's much more even between most crops, and it's much worse. For example, another wart used to be able to get 7 mil an hour, now I can only get about 4 mil. Right now, surprisingly, the best crop is carrot for money. If you sell to Bazaar enchanted carrots, if I go up here, I've built a semi-automatic carrot farm. Just took me like 5 hours or so, 6 hours. It's pretty cool. But I can show that off if y'all want me to. The video come out too. Maybe. We get some eyes. So yeah. If y'all want to see that video, you can leave a like. But anyways, back to the video again. Keep on getting sidetracked. You can make about 4 mil an hour if you have really good farming fortune from carrot. Of course, I'm not going to make that much. I'm not going to make that much because, for example, I do have a carrot hoe, but I only get 36 or 32 farming fortunes. That's about 200. And let me go run across my carrot farm here. Show y'all. If I go down here, right here, you can see I've built full width of most crops and working on some semi-autos up there. By the way, for farming, just a little tip. The rancher's boots are almost necessary if you really want to get good at farming. Just fell off the side. I don't want to talk about it. Oh, what the? I don't. Shh. Don't talk about it. All right, we're not going to talk about it. It happened, but we're going to move up. Shh. What? Anyways, if I run across my thing here with my rancher's boots on, which are way too expensive in my opinion, but you know, the market does what it does. I do 350, which is the best for this. Take off my wardrobe here. I put on my boots and go to Blessed Goss Carrot Hoe. By the way, you want blessed on all your hoes that you can get. It's the best reforge. Always leave it on blessed. You can see I'm getting quite a few carrots. Now if I put I do that, and then in my personal compactor, I can do a shablop. Nope. Do a shablop. And then you can see, if I make a little slot here, you got this. I'm making about 1 per second. However, I can increase that, as you can see, by my pet. So I go from the old, here I'll take the pet off so we can compare. So, it's like, let me get, alright, so from 9 to, I'm just going to do 1 row without the elephant pet, 1 row with, so we can see the difference. So 9 to 18, so that's 9 right there. Then with the elephant pet, I go right there, throw these carrots out. I can go from 9 to many more, I would think. Oh, doesn't look like I got that many more, but I got about 1 more enchanted carrot, because if I would do that like a few times, see, I would get another one. So definitely over time the buffs will stack up and give you more carrots, which is really good in the long run if you're doing long farming sessions. It can really make a difference on how much money you make. Now, of course, you want to make money with farming, but to make money, you have to have a good farming level, to have a good farming fortune, to get more crops. So, how do you grind XP? Well, there are multiple ways. One, the most common way, is farm sugarcane. This crop is really annoying to plant. It's like a really annoying farm to make, but it's probably the best. It's the best middleman between money and XP. You get, let me pull out my sugar now, 3.1 XP from each. You get quite a lot, since you're breaking basically 4 at one time. And then you get a bunch of sugar cane. You can turn it into this enchanted sugar in your personal compactor. Then make that into enchanted sugar cane, which you can sell to NPC or Bazaar. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, it's a pretty good middleman, I would say, in between XP and money. Now, if you're really going all out for XP, then I recommend pumpkin or better melon. Melon makes like 500k more per hour, so I recommend that. But if you already have a pumpkin farm and you're just going for XP, it doesn't really matter how much money you make, just going for XP. Now, on the opposite side of the spectrum, if we're going to money, this will always fluctuate, but Netherwart is making about 3.8 mil right now. Cocoa beans, down here, making about 4 mil an hour, and I believe carrots are making about 4.5 mil an hour. So if you really want to go full out, I'd recommend carrots. The market will probably stay the same because the candies for the pets, they'll always be in high demand because people are lazy and don't want to level them. So people always want carrots. So the price will always stay pretty neutral and high. So I do recommend making a carrot farm if you don't have one already. So yeah, that's just about it. All the farming stuff you need to know. So to conclude the video, is farming worth it? I would definitely say so. I think multiple people have kind of discounted it as a method of making money with dungeons coming out and now the mithril mines, so you can probably make more money there. But farming is much more reliable and long term, so I do recommend getting into it if you haven't already. It can be a really cool experience, and it's honestly quite a lot of fun if you like the grind. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye.